10:30 on a Monday morning. Already the lay-bys are full and the walkers are heading out. It's what they might have in their backpacks that bothers Tony McCartney, who year after year witnesses the havoc wreaked by disposable barbecues.
If you do everything perfectly correctly, these things are still dangerous. And unless you do something very stupid, these things are safe. There's a world of difference between those two things. And even if you follow all the instructions, on a day like today, a stray breeze takes an ember or a spark into the grassland that you can see here and will smoulder for days or hours.
Large moorland fires often make the news, but Tony argues the hundreds of smaller ones which don't are equally damaging. Wildlife dies, land is damaged, and firefighters are tied up for days. You don't have to go far off the beaten track in the Peak District to see evidence of the damage fire can cause. We're on Bamford Edge here, and below me the destruction you can see was started by a single barbecue last bank holiday weekend. It took the best part of a week to get under control, and it's fortunate the wind didn't push it even further over the edge, because from here to Sheffield it's just uninterrupted moorland, and you can imagine the damage that might have been caused.
So this is one of the barbecues that we did sell and that a lot of retailers still sell.
Hope Valley Garden Centre was one of the first local retailers to pull the cheap barbecues off their shelves.
They had been on our mind. I left work one evening, looked up and saw Bamford Edge on fire, spoke to my manager and said, we sell disposable barbecues. We'd feel awful if we found out that it was one of ours that was responsible for setting it on fire, and would it just be easier if we just took them off sale?
Besides the local campaign in the valley, from further afield comes talk of legislation.
We have regulation of fireworks, have regulation of these floating Chinese lanterns. Let's get something that is sensible and acceptable, but does the trick.
The Essential Journeys Only sign has disappeared on the A57. As trippers return, there's a different message. Leave the barbecue at home. Leave the Peak District as you found it. Tom Ingle, BBC Look North, in the Hope Valley.